Well, good morning, guys. It is Friday, October 23rd. First things first, I want to ask you guys to keep everybody in Colorado in your thoughts and prayers. You have probably seen on the news about our wildfires going on here. Right now, Estes Park is being evacuated, which is a very big deal. That's basically Rocky Mountain National Forest. There's a lot of fuel there. The thing has really blown up over the past couple days, and it's a very frightening situation. So, just want to ask you guys to keep everybody in your thoughts and prayers for that. We luckily are way, way, way south of that. We're nowhere near it, but there are many, many homes that are in the path of this thing. So, keep them in your thoughts and prayers. Hopefully, we'll be getting some snow. Forecasting that it's supposed to get pretty cold here, and hopefully, we can get some water on those fires, get those things under control. Speaking of snow, that brings us to our topic for today. I wanted to give you guys an idea just how cold it's getting ready to get here. So if we look on the forecast, it's 26 degrees outside right now. Probably not going to get much warmer than that. And then when we're looking at the next couple days, guys, look at Monday night, October, and we're getting down to sub-zero temperatures. What does that mean? To us, well, we have chickens outside, so I'm going to talk a little bit about winterizing, making sure they're good to go. So the girls are doing pretty good right now. Do have a little bit of a cover for them to duck into just in case. Probably need to get that tied down because you can see the wind starting to flop that over. A lot of people ask, do you put heaters in your coop? Absolutely not. I am kind of freaked out about the fire hazard with that. Don't want anybody to get burned. A long time ago, my mom asked me, well, aren't you concerned about them freezing in the winter? Guys, think about this. When you're looking outside in the snow, how many times do you see birds just flying around looking for food or looking for a bird bath or something? Um, Much smaller than these guys, and they can handle it just fine. These girls are built for this. In fact, I think they probably enjoy this type of stuff probably a lot better than 80, 90 degrees. So I try to keep the coop as open as possible during the day. We do have a window, even though you can't see it, it's kind of blocked, but there is a window there to keep that ventilation open. You definitely want ventilation. I understand it's cold air that's leaking in on them. Guys, they can handle this. It's okay. Please give them ventilation, because if you don't, what's going to happen is you're going to have a lot of humidity building up in there, and it's going to get them wet, and that is what's going to be detrimental to them. So the other problem we're going to have as it gets colder is this right here, water. This will definitely freeze. I put out a little extra water for them today. It's not going to be to the point of freezing quite yet today, but I wanted to get that out there just in case these cups start to freeze up. But let's go inside because I want to show you what my permanent solution is for that freezing water. So I went by Tractor Supply and found this. This is basically a heated waterer. It guarantees that that water is not going to freeze even to 0 degrees. We're definitely going to put it to the test because over the next couple nights it's going to get close to freezing, and it's going to get down to pretty much zero over, I'd say, about 2 nights from now, it looked like. So I'm going to kind of show you guys how we work this thing, and if you have chickens in your backyard, I'd say it's definitely a must. So you can kind of see how it's got the little locks here to kind of keep that water in place. I think what I'm going to do, it's actually got a little cap here that you can open up, pour that water in, tip it upside down, put it in their coop, not in their coop, in their run, excuse me. A little hard to get this thing down, actually. Sorry for the camera bouncing around. But once you get that secured in there, you tip that over, get this thing plugged in, and you still have cold, clean water that's not frozen. Another thing I like to do is give them some fresh bedding in the coop, keep them a little bit warmer, also a little bit cleaner. This is hemp bedding. If you guys have never tried it, it is really dry, soaks up very well, keeps them nice, warm, and dry. So basically, I just kind of walk it over here to the coop and open up the nesting box, and you can kind of see in there. And I'll just take about 3 scoops or so of that and kind of make that go throughout the coop, make it nice and dry for them. And the end result, we got that old water out of there that's going to freeze. We got the new one in here, so nothing is going to freeze up on them. They will always have good, clean water. I will come out here every day probably just to shake out the water, because without fail they always tend to kick up crud and everything in it. But other than that, our girls are all set. So if you're wondering why there's pallets back there, I'm going to let the cat out of the bag. Oh, hold on, fire truck. I'm going to let the cat out of the bag. I am going to be, over the next, I'd say 8 to 9 months, I'm going to be building a new chicken coop, a bigger one, a better one, and I'm going to be using pallets. So stay tuned on that, because we will be doing a big long video on that. But until next time, again guys, keep us in your thoughts and prayers here in Colorado for the wildfires. And until next time, God bless.